I had big goals, and I want to serve a lot of people. And so for me, it was kind of looking to that future version of myself and asking her, this version of me a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, like, does she have a CFO on her team? I left corporate without an official plan. I didn't know exactly what business I was going to do. I didn't know exactly what my offer was going to be. Cash flow, forecasting, and then just really the day-to-day logistics of financially managing a business and all the pieces that go into that. Not my strong suit. I hadn't met Pam in person, but through the social media connections, I was able to build that connection with her. And I was fortunate because when it came time to bring someone on in my business, I felt like I already had this person that not only, one of my past coaches had used, but other people in my network now had brought her on. The two most sort of vulnerable, intimate things in our lives are money and sex. And so it is very, very intimate, very, very vulnerable. And for me, like, finances have not always been a positive thing. And so to fully open that up to someone else felt super exposing. And I think that we have this tendency of wanting to put on, especially I think as entrepreneurs, but humans in general, like, we want to show up like, look at how good I'm doing, right? And then when you really take a peek of what's going on underneath, you see where that, like, yeah, you're doing good and you have these things that, like, need some help. And so doing that work with Pam, there were several conversations where I was deep in tears, and sobbing in front of her as I'm talking about sort of my debt load and how do we get out of this, and when the business was succeeding and then when it wasn't, and what do we do and how do we get through this? And Pam, I don't know what I'm doing. And this is what I think is a little bit unique about Pam, is that she can have all the conversations with you about the numbers very clearly, very articulately, amazing. And she can sit and have a conversation with me as I'm falling apart in front of her, and she can hold the vision that she knows that I have for my business while I'm falling apart, so that I still feel really held and supported. And, she had the vision for me when I was like, I don't know that I can do this, and things are bad, and I'm in so much debt, and how am I going to make it out of this? Like, she held on to that and reminded me of what the broader vision was. There's a couple big benefits of using Pam and her team at the Profit Concierge. And I cannot say enough about Elizabeth, her bookkeeper. Elizabeth saves my life every day. And I adore this woman, and she has taken on roles in my business that just feel so nurturing to me, which might be kind of funny when we're talking about financial services, but it just feels so nurturing to me. And I know that the financials of my business, my client invoicing, all my bookkeeping, all the payroll, everything is handled by a team that doesn't only have the skill set to do that really well, but by a team that actually cares about me and my business and my team and my clients. They're invested in my success. It's not just about the exchange of money and time. It's really about a real connection and an investment. So I truly feel like they are a part of my team. I don't think of them any differently. But for people who are thinking about this, is to really use the vision that you have for your business, the vision that you have for you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and let that guide you in the decisions that you're making. And to eliminate the pieces that are not a full yes for you. Get someone else on your team, like Pam, to do those pieces that are just not a full yes for you.